show you around, and then we'll answer some questions. And that'll probably be it. I don't know.
Louis gone back to school, I got left behind. There's a time when you can be cool, and a time when you gotta be kind. No, a friend is on the coast, he's always singing about the sea, but he never rides the wave.
It's basically summer, so there's not a ton of people here, which is a good reason to vlog because it's just, we can kind of just look at things and it's quiet. But summer school I think is in session. This building is so beautiful, let me show you. This is pretty. Denny Hall, there it is. Very big. So what's in this building? What's in Denny Hall?
So I think it's only offices.
Offices and stuff?
Dead administrators that used to work here.
Well, so Rob is thinking this is a residential hall. It's actually beautiful. Okay, so that building we were just at, the car, that connects to like dorms. These are just like kind of how the dorms look. I wish we could check them out because being an incoming student, I always wanted to know what it would look like, what my dorm would look like, but those are how they look on the outside. I'm sure there's plenty more.
If your mind is lonely,
We're in the art building right now. Go figure that this is the only building we can get into. So this is the art building. What are we looking at, boys?
Complimentary. What kind of money do you have where this is complimentary?
That's actually so nice. Rob has designed something. It's called Henry. You made this, Rob? This whole brochure?
I laid out the inside whenever our interns finished.
Wow. A real art student. Well, not a student, a real artist. This building's pretty old school.
if your mind is lonely, tear out your heart.
Okay, we're going into the music building.
Tear out your heart. If your mind is lonely, tear out your heart. If your mind is lonely, tear out your heart.
The quad, and the only other time I've been here is when the cherry blossom trees have blossomed. All these trees right here in the springtime, it's actually like picturesque, beautiful. It's beyond beautiful. Like, people should get married here. Lots of space just to sit down and do homework and relax. It's kind of beautiful here. Okay, so this is Rob. He works at the UW. Do you want to just tell people what you do?
Yeah, I'm a design and content coordinator for the university, and I spend my time working with artists around the world and getting their information and visuals and promoting them across the university.
Lovely. How long have you worked here?
Almost a year. It'll be a year in September.
Nice. Okay, cool. So some of you guys asked Rob questions. I'm just gonna ask him the questions, and you guys can see how he answers them. How is it like working at the UW in terms of work pressure, atmosphere, pay, etc.? It's kind of a long question. But
Yeah, all right. So working at the UW in terms of stress and pressure, if you're coming from the Midwest,
sure.
I think it's more stressful on how unstressed everyone else is. I feel like I spend my time asking why people aren't having a sense of urgency about something.
I feel like that's just Seattle in general.
It is.
They're very chill. People in Seattle are very lax.
Yeah, it's a very relaxed environment. A heavy push on work-life balance. So they want you to take a mental health day if you need it, which is great. And then in terms of pay, the university will pay you for your skill sets. So for example, I worked at a university in Ohio, and when they brought me out here, they maxed out their pay, the pay bracket they were willing to pay me, because they said I had an adequate skill set. So they're really good about paying.
They probably have good benefits too, I feel like.
The benefits are amazing.
Yeah. their university, so they make a ton of money, obviously, just through students and other things.
Yeah, it is kind of weird because I work on campus. I live like a mile and a half off campus, and I go to the doctor on campus.
Cool. Okay.
So like everything is here.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Working for UW, it can be great. It depends on where you work, like any job. It's huge, so I can't speak for like the whole university, but yeah.
Okay. Can you say something about affording to live in Seattle with the UW job pay? UW job pay. Sorry, it's wrong.
Yeah, living in Seattle is obviously very expensive, especially like if you're looking to live alone in like a one-bedroom apartment and you want to live in a nicer area like Capitol. It's expensive as shit.
Yeah, it
But
is.
Living where I live in Montlake, and I have 3 other roommates, and we live in a gorgeous house. And I got very, very lucky because my rent is unusually low for the city. And I'm really close to work, so I walk here every day. But I don't think I'd have a problem affording to live in Cap Hill or Wallingford or somewhere around the
Fremont,
U. Yeah,
maybe,
Fremont, anywhere around the U District, Queen Anne.
With the pay that you're getting, you think you can afford it?
Yeah, I think we're
Okay.
fine.
Cool. Yeah. Let me just also say that Montlake is perfect and beautiful, and if you get the opportunity to live in Montlake, you should take it because it's amazing there,
It's just me, my roommates, and a bunch of old people.
and it's safe and cute and picturesque.
It is.
Where is it a good place to live in Seattle if one were to go to UW, which is accessible by public transportation? I feel like we all can answer this.
If you go up like north a little bit,
Okay.
up by like Greek life and all of that, there's a ton of like
Houses and
houses. I mean, that are always looking for roommates. Craigslist
Sure.
is like the best option.
Does the university have like a thing for housing for students, like on their website?
Yeah, I believe Res Life does some kind of like off-campus or community engaged like living. I'm not 100% sure, but you can check it out on the
Yeah,
Student
I'm
Life
sure.
website.
Yeah, I'll maybe do some research too and see if you guys can find housing if you're more like geared towards your master's degree and you're not going to be living on campus, or even maybe just like a second or third year and you don't want to live on campus. I'm sure the university has some sort of portal on their website to help you find housing and such.
In terms of like if you're coming here to like work, or if you're
True, yes.
a master's student who doesn't mind like a little bit commute, anywhere that the light rail goes
Is great.
is great. The light rail is awesome.
Yeah, the light rail comes right to the university.
Yeah.
University.
We are for right now the last stop until they do
Oh, yeah.
Northgate. So soon there will be.
Doing Northgate?
They are.
Wow, cool.
So soon there'll be another one up to Northgate Shopping Center. But anyway, Wallingford, Fremont, Green Lake, Montlake, if you can swindle your way in there. Cap Hill, the U District. Those are all like super great places to live.
Yeah.
Madison Park, all
And
of it.
relatively very close. Like there's buses that go through all of those guys. If you're in a really tight bind, you can always Uber or Lyft. It's pretty close to things. So
Yeah, a lift line from my house to the university is $1.86.
whoa!
Shut the fuck up.
That's great. I would do that every day.
Same.
That's so cheap.
Oh.
Okay, so I think another thing to kind of touch on, let me put these on, is why people come to this school. I mean, obviously you can come with whatever degree that they have here, but you were saying that it's mostly medical based, like a lot of medical students
Yeah,
come here.
it's a research institution, so the UW Medical Center is like extremely important to the university. Engineering is another one that is like a really big thing.
Sure.
I'm trying to think.
Like, so very like sciencey,
Yeah.
maybe mathematical type things are really good for this university.
Yeah, I'd say those are probably like some of the biggest, but I mean it has it all.
Sure, right, like you can come here. You guys! But yeah, I mean, with this school, I think you could really come here for anything. I think they have a great design program, it sounds like.
Yeah, they have a great design program. I mean, we're right between like the School of Art
Yeah.
and Music, so it's a super creative city and campus.
Yep. So, I mean, I think just look at the major that you want to go to and see if they have a good program for you guys here, would be my suggestion.
Yeah.
But I mean, if you're looking to come here for medical, this is a great place to do it.
Okay, so as far as like what we think of the campus, my personal opinion, I think it's beautiful.
What do you?
It's the nicest place in Seattle that I've seen so far.
Yeah, it's insanely gorgeous. If you're like standing at certain points, you can just see Mount Rainier, just like jetting out of the skyline.
And it's just so lush. Like there's so many, even though it's like a little drier now, like there's like plants and trees everywhere. And there's a lot of open space to just come hang out and relax. Super, super beautiful on this campus.
It's definitely like a big, swanky, like large school. Like you
Yeah.
can tell. Like it's not, it has like all the characteristics of like a big, nice college.
And it feels kind of like separate from Seattle,
Yeah.
which I think is really nice. Like if you don't want to be in the middle of the city all the time, the university feels separate.
Yeah, it feels like it's no city life.
Yeah.
Which is really cool, but then you walk a block outside of the school and you're in the city.
Yeah.
So super cool location, really beautiful. The buildings are really old school and like, I don't know, I love the buildings. I think they're so picturesque.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's kind of like what you would think of like in a movie for like college campus, like on the quad. Like that's where we
Yes.
are currently.
We're on the quad and it
Yeah.
feels like we're on the quad.
Yeah, it does.
But super beautiful. Springtime, man, you guys, it's worth it.
Cherry blossom.
Cherry blossoms.
I know. But, like, it's also so beautiful right now.
It is. It's very nice. So we are at Red Square. There we go. It's pretty open. I remember like seeing a protest happen here.
Yeah, so there's been, since Trump was elected, there's been like countless protests.
Lots of people come and voice their opinions here. Beautiful. Look at this. I'm sorry it's so sunny, you guys, but this is awesome. There's just a ton of space here. There's a lot of space. It's very open and it's very lovely.
There's a speaker coming to campus, like a big name. He's usually in Kane Hall, which is this.
This is Kane Hall.
Then Meany Hall, which is houses Meany Center for the Performing Arts, and they have like artists from around the world come, dance, like classical music, all of it.
Okay, so this building right here, you guys, is crazy beautiful. Basically looks like Hogwarts. But this is the library, I believe. So this is the library as well, but this guy, really pretty library. Let's go in.
Louis gone back to school. I got left behind. There's a time when you can be cool, and a time when you gotta be kind. No, a friend is on the coast. He's always singing about the sea, but he never rides the waves. If you're born on an island, the ocean heals you.
There's obviously a lot of food around this campus, but they also have food trucks on the campus.
They're right there.
They're right here. They're closed, I guess, for the summer, but let me just show you a couple. Got some vegetarian options, I guess. Hello, food trucks. College kids. Just walking around campus.
Me if your mind is lonely. So I'm thinking every day about selfish shit like love, about foolish things like...
Okay guys, so that concludes this vlog. Hopefully you learned something and hopefully you liked the vlog. Thank you, Rob, for answering a lot of questions. And yeah, anyways, thanks so much for watching and I will see you guys in my next video.
Bye.
Bye!